Hi everyone, hope you're doing very well today. Today's video is going to be a little makeup tutorial because I know it's back to school season. Definitely like a lot of Americans are going back to school. I'm leaving for school in a couple weeks. So I thought I would do a quick and easy makeup tutorial, pretty natural, good for your first day or just any day if you're running late, you want a bit of something. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's just get started with the makeup. So first I'm going to take this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and just prime my face with it. I'm just going to put it all over my face so that any makeup that we're going to put on the face will stick. Now I'm taking this e.l.f. All Day Stay eyeshadow primer and just putting that on my eyes. And I'm putting this on now so it has time to set into the eyes so that when we get to the eyeshadow, it'll be all dried down. So now while I leave the primer to set on my face, I'm going to take this e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil and just lightly fill in my eyebrows. So I'm first brushing my eyebrows into the shape I want, and then I'm taking the pencil side and I'm focusing more on the tail end of my brow just so my eyebrow doesn't look like a block. And once I get to the front of my eyebrow, I'm just doing little light strokes. So now I'm taking this e.l.f. eyebrow gel just to set the eyebrows in place. Now I'm going to be taking this Tarte concealer. I'm not going to be putting on foundation because it is a little heavy for school. If you want to wear foundation, go ahead, but I'm just going to be using concealer for today. So I'm just mainly focusing this on my under eyes if there's any redness, just kind of dotting this all over. And now I'm taking this beauty blender and just buffing that in. So now that that's blended in and I look more awake now, I'm going to be taking this Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Face Powder, and I'm taking this brush and focusing more on my T-zone area. So I'm going to be dusting this where I put the concealer, and also on my nose, on my chin, and on my forehead because that's where I tend to get the most oily. And then I'm also just going to brush this lightly all over my face. Now I'm taking this Tarte blush in the shade Quirky. It's this nice rosy pink, and I'm just going to put a little bit on. I usually like to pack it on, but for a natural look, just a little bit of blush will work. So I'm just putting that on kind of the apples of my cheeks and brushing upwards. So I'm just putting a little bit. And I'm putting a little bit on my nose. First off, because I just like doing that, but second off, just to bring a bit of color to the face. And a bit on my chin and forehead. Now we can move on to the exciting part, which is the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be taking this Huda Beauty Rose Gold eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using the more neutral colors. This eye look would work with any neutral palette, so whatever you have, that'll work. So first off, I'm going to be taking this color right here called Bay, and I'm just going to dust that all over my eye just to set the primer and have a good base going. And I'm bringing that really up to my eyebrow just so it's covering the entire eyelid. And now with this brush right here, I'm going to be taking this warm brown called Sandalwood. I'm just going to put that in my crease right here. And what's really helping me with this is starting off really lightly and then adding more color as I blend, because it's definitely easier to add color than remove it. So this is how it's looking. I just have this warm color in my crease. Now I'm going to be taking kind of a mix of these two colors right here. This one is called Henna and this one's called Cocoa. So I'm just going to pick that up lightly and focus more on the outer crease. So again, I'm going in pretty lightly so that I don't add too much at once. So I've deepened up the crease a little bit. So before I go in with the shimmer, I'm going to take the color Sandalwood again, just on this wider brush, and I'm going to lightly put it underneath my eyes. And I'm going to focus this color more on the outer part of my eye, just so it connects with the color here. So So I just put a little bit of color under my eyes. So now we're going to take a shimmery color. I'm going to take this one right here, which is really pretty. It's called Moon Dust, and I'm just going to take it on my finger because I find it's so much easier to work with shimmers when it's on my finger. So I'm just going to put this on the inner part of my eyelid. So that's the eyeshadow all done. Very neutral, but still very pretty and simple. From here, you can take an eyeliner, maybe just do a thin line or a liner, whatever you want to do. I'm going to skip out on eyeliner today, and I'm just going to go right to mascara. So I'm taking the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara and putting that on my eyelashes. So the eyes are all done. I really like how this is looking, and unintentionally, it matches my sweater. So now I'm gonna take the color Moon Dust that I put on the inner part of my eyelid, and I'm gonna take this fluffy brush and just put a little bit like on my cheekbones, on my nose as a highlighter. So the final step is the lips. If you want, you could put on just a lip balm and you're good to go. But I'm gonna add a little bit of color. So I'm taking this e.l.f. Seriously Satin lipstick in the shade Cocoa, and it's this dark brown color, but I'm really going to lightly pat this on just to put a little bit of color because I think it looks really pretty like that, and it won't be as harsh. And then I'm just gonna take my finger and just lightly blend that in. And then what I like to do is I take the pointier part of the lipstick and just go right over this dip in my lip because I like how that looks. You don't have to do this, but I just like to do it. And then from here, if you want, you can put on a lip gloss to make it shiny, but I'm just gonna leave it like this. So now I'm gonna take this NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray just to lock the whole look in place. Holy shit. So this is the completed look. I actually really like this. Like, I might do this for my first day. So this is a nice, simple, easy, and neutral makeup look that you can do if you're going to school or for work. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you try it out. Let me know if you try it out. And if you're going to school soon, I hope you have a good first day. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day. Bye.